Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Veda and this is The Simple Budget. Here on my channel I show you how my family is using the zero-based budgeting method in order to get out of debt and simplify our financial life. If that sounds like content that you're interested in, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button and join our little crew here. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. Everyone, well, hello and happy Friday. Congratulations on making it to the end of another week. I hope that it has been a good one so far for you. Today's video is our standard good old-fashioned weekly check-in where we go ahead and go over the expenses from the last week that are not cash transactions. So if you happen to be new to the zero-based budgeting and particularly cash stuffing games, whenever we make a purchase from in a category that we cash stuff for, we have to return that money to the bank because the money isn't here, not in our checking account, but our checking account is where the money was pulled from. So it does help if you have a buffer in your checking account for just such an occasion. My husband and I actually keep our bills money in our account as a buffer. So like our mortgage, our water bill, our electric bill, that all stays in our checking account and serves as our buffer for purchases like this. But it also makes it super duper important that we do not go outside of our budget, else we are in big trouble. Anyways, that's just like a brief little explanation of what we've got going on here. If you are new and all of these terms are confusing, if you just watch my content or other YouTubers' content who do this sort of thing, you'll kind of pick up on it along the way. It took me probably a good solid month after a cash stuffing video popped up randomly in my feed in December of 2022 for me to figure out what the heck was going on here. I had never heard of it before. I had never seen it. It randomly showed up in my algorithm and, well, really ended up changing my financial life for sure. So you never know what's going to happen on the YouTube, in the YouTube algorithm that's going to change everything for you. So anyways, now that I've gone down that rabbit trail, I'm going to just be, I'm going to go ahead and pop into my budget planner that I have here. This budget planner is actually from a company called Jumping Fox Designs. You can purchase this on Amazon. And inside of it, I'm gonna have to scooch my cash binders up there a little bit. Inside of it, this, I make dashboards. They are available in my Etsy shop. Not this size. This one was like a special size that I made for myself. But the budget planner in A5 size is available in my Etsy shop if you're interested in it. I have one that is a digital budget planner that you can upload into like a note share app on your tablet, and that one's annual. And then I have a printable version of it that's like broken up into different pieces that you can purchase as well. So I always, in these videos, I pop back to, sorry, I have this like random sheet in here, my expense tracker. So if you get the month of budgeting sheets from my Etsy shop, there are 10 pages of expense trackers inside of it. Of course, you can print them over and over and over again, so you're not limited to those 10, but I thought it would be nice to just condense everything into one little document for you there. So anyways, these are the purchases that we're going to be going over today. So it's not too many, but just enough. And I'm going to go ahead and grab one of my little dividers here from my planner just so I can block off. I'm losing my English. Block off some of the expenses on the sheet so that you guys aren't staring at just like a jumbled mess of expenses. So what I'm going to go ahead and do actually is zoom you guys in so that you can see my writing just a little bit better, and then we will go ahead and chat about our expenses this week. Alrighty, I always like to make sure that my candle is in shot because I think it's super cozy, but nothing else fits in the frame when we are this zoomed in. So since we are zoomed in, I will go ahead and get into this week's non-cash purchases with you guys, so we'll just jump right in. First up on the 1st of February was an Amazon purchase for $15.40. And this was actually some materials that I purchased for the products that I make in my Etsy shop. If you happen to be new to my channel and this is the first video of mine you are ever watching, I make dashboards, cash envelopes, placeholders, and teller slip Post-it pads that I sell like as physical products in my shop. I have a variety of other digital downloads available, but the physical products that I make do require some materials, and I always get them from Amazon because I can get them in the mail super duper quickly. And so that's what this was. I'm going to be taking $16 back to the bank because we don't take change back to the bank. We just return whole dollar amounts, but then my husband will track this change overage in a little spreadsheet that he has in a category that we lovingly refer to as the virtual coin jar, because that money kind of like builds up and acts as like a little buffer or a miscellaneous cash category if we do have like a small little miscellaneous expense that we don't have like a specific category for, and that fits into that really well. It was an Amazon week. I'm just going to tell you right up front. So this one was a purchase of $51.83, but it came from multiple categories within our budget. And so I always cross out the category, the balance, return to bank, and the check mark so that I can actually move down to each individual category and, track it accordingly. So first up was a party expense. So my daughter's birthday is this month. And so we'll be having a little birthday party for her. And I picked up like all of the little party supplies. Sorry, we had a little interruption there. Anyways, so I picked up all the little party supplies for my daughter's birthday party, the total of which was $37.83. And I will be returning $38 to the bank. And then in that same purchase, we had a grocery item for $14. Yes, I can. I purchased peppercorns. We had run out of them here, and it's just better to buy them in bulk through Amazon. And then, you only need to do that like once every 6 to 8 months or so. And so that's what this was, peppercorns from Amazon for my pepper grinder. And they were $14. Next up, another Amazon purchase, and also in the birthday party category. This was my daughter's invitations, I think. I'm pretty sure. And so it was $17.30. I'm only going to be returning $17 from to the bank. We just pulled this 30 cents from the virtual coin jar. We'll do that every now and then too. It just depends on what the purchase is and what we're feeling like when we're tracking it at the time. Next up, this is a fun one. So I'm like a little bit of a Veda tangent. So I was flicking through Instagram the other day and I came across an account called, oh shoot, I can't think of it. I think it's called Autopilot. I think that's what it's called. It's this guy. I actually think this is the coolest thing. This is not sponsored or anything, by the way. This guy doesn't even know that I exist. But he created an app that tracks all of the stock purchases that politicians make in the stock market, because all of them, the dirty buggers, are basically made privy to information that would make the stock market fluctuate. And so, for example, they have like a Pelosi tracker because Nancy Pelosi picks stocks better than anybody on the planet. I think her portfolio made like 40% last year. Like, it was just unbelievable. And then they also have a Dan Crenshaw tracker because he, like, in case you're worried that this is like just against Democrats or just against Republicans, no, they follow every politician who is making a killing in the stock market because they use their insider knowledge to make stock purchases, essentially. So, so he has a Dan Crenshaw purchase too, and that dude is also making a killing in the stock market. So they're all slimy, greasy, gross people as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, I can go on a political tangent all day long and I won't. But the moral of the story is that this guy's platform or his app connects into other really well-known investment banks, I guess. So if you invest, for example, with Robinhood, his app will connect to your investment account through Robinhood. And then essentially you can just use your Robinhood account to make all of the same stock market purchases that our politicians are in the country. So, but this is the caveat. I actually ended up discovering a little too late that you need to, at a minimum for this guy's app, you would need to have $500 invested. We don't have that wiggle room right now in our budget. But I went ahead and invested $50 of my own personal spending money into Robinhood, just to kind of get the ball rolling. But eventually, when Mr. Simple and I pay down all of our debt, we're probably going to put $50 or $500 into Robinhood so that we can invest through this guy's app and make a killing just like all of our politicians do. So anyways, that was a really long story to explain this $50 purchase, but that's what it was. And in the meantime, this $50 is like invested in the stock market. And so, it's not that big of a deal. It's $50. I probably won't like make a significant amount of money because I'm just kind of invested in like a generic portfolio. But if you are interested in Robinhood, you can use my referral link below if to just like sign up for an account through them. If you use my referral link, I will get like a bonus stock, but I think you do too. I hadn't planned on, like, I'm not doing this so that you guys will use my referral link. I just found, like, in my scrolling when I found that guy's app, and I'll leave that linked below too so that you guys can go check it out. Because if you do have at least $500 to invest in the stock market, if you do it through this guy's app, you will be able to do it exactly like politicians are doing it, and they pick stocks so well. So definitely look at his app. I fully support people investigating what politicians are doing with their money because they should not be worth millions and millions of dollars based off of the salaries that they're making. So anyways, really long Veda tangent, but I feel pretty strongly about that sort of thing anyway. And that's just another way to get to know me, frankly. So moving right along. Anyway, I'm going to have to take that $50 back to the bank. Another Amazon purchase, and this one was for my shop as well. I ordered some more of the little flower stickers that I put on the back of my, the cellophane little envelope sleeve things that my products go into. So it was $7.55, and I will be returning $8 to the bank. Oh, this is like a whole full explanation. So you all know that I am a spendy Sally, except for over the last, year of like really retraining my brain to like not impulse purchase everything I saw that I thought was pretty. I've really been struggling to like actually want to spend the money that I've been saving and putting aside in my little spending envelope. And then I decided that I was being too stingy, and I really wanted to grab a couple pairs of like wide leg pants since they're coming back into trend. And because I'm not usually like a trendy person, I much prefer classic cuts of clothing. But, I came of age during the first wide leg era of the 90s. And so they have a special place in my heart. And I know of ways that I can style wide leg pants like throughout the summer and all that sort of stuff too. I am a like tank top, tube top kind of girl with like a wider leg or like a pair of jeans and that sort of thing. Like I balance out because I feel, I'm not using this. It's not skimpy, but like a tank top or a tube top could be perceived as like skimpy clothing. And since I have a fashion rule where if it's like tight on top, it's loose on bottom or vice versa. Same, like if I'm wearing like a tank top on top, I'm not going to wear like short shorts. I'm going to, wear it with like a pair of like pants or something. So anyways, more getting to know me and why my brain works the way that it does. But I ordered 3 wide leg pairs of pants, 1 pair of jeans, and 2 like khaki cargo pant type situations from American Eagle. Predominantly because they actually carry talls, they're kind of hard to come by. Anyway, all 3 pairs have already come in, and I'm only like, I only sort of like the way the jeans fit me. I wasn't crazy about the cargo pants, which I was really bummed about. So all 3 pairs will be going back, because if I'm gonna spend money, I better love what I buy. So I did not love what I bought. So all of it's gonna go back. But in the meantime, I do have to return this money to the bank because it looks like a deficit in our checking account. So the total purchase was $148.93. I'm gonna be taking $149 back to the bank. Next up was just a copay for an appointment for my husband. It's going to be coming from our medical envelope. It was $54.45, and I am taking $55 back to the bank. Next up was another Starbucks purchase for me. So last week, if you'll recall, it was a really beautiful day, and so I decided to treat myself to some Starbucks. And it was my grocery shopping day last week. Well, the same thing happened this week. It was a really beautiful day, and I was like, I'm going to treat myself to some Starbucks again. And so I did. So I refilled my card, $10, and so I'll be taking $10 back to the bank. And I was very happy to have done this. It was like a nice little treat, so it was a fun one. And then actually last up for the day is my classic Target purchase. We all knew that this was going to happen. The total was $114.20, but we do have it broken down into a couple of different categories. First up was grocery. It was $89 of groceries. I'll be taking $89 to the bank. And then Valentine's. So my daughter's class is having a Valentine's Day party, of course, because she's still in elementary school, and elementary school kids celebrate Valentine's Day. So the total purchase for the little like Valentine's cards and then the candy that I bought for her classmates was $25.20. And so I will be returning $26 to the bank. And that is it. Those were all of our purchases this past week. Kind of low key, but February is just kind of low key in general, I always think. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to zoom you guys back out. We will add up all of the money that we are expected to have at the end of the unstuffing, and then we will get right into it. Alrighty, here we go, y'all. So this is what I always do. I always zoom you guys through me adding all of this stuff up. Nobody wants to sit here and watch me use a calculator. And then once I am done adding all of this up, we will actually get into unstuffing the cash from our envelopes here. So here we go. All right, so at the end of this, we should have $472. Don't know if you guys can see that. So I always make a note of that off to the side here so that I know what my total expected number is, and then we will just jump right into this unstuffing. So I actually have to grab my, oh, you know what? Let me get my cash tray. Whoop, move my binder and get my cash tray there from the lovely Etsy shop called Funds and Fun. I will go ahead and leave this linked below for you if you are in the market for a cash tray. Actually, I'll move that just there. And I'm going to grab my business binder here because it's off to the side. So I think I only have one materials purchase here. Yeah, so $16 I need to grab from materials. Oh, good. So 10, right? Yes, 10, 15, 16. And remaining in materials, I have 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 50, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 370. So 370 remaining in materials. Let me grab my pen. 370 and put a check mark, and then yeah, shipping supplies. I need to grab $8 from shipping supplies. Naturally. I don't even have enough change in here yet. Okay, so we're gonna have to come back to shipping supplies because I don't have enough change just yet to be able to facilitate that one. Let's pop into Partey because I have a couple of those. So that's going to be in my holiday sinking funds, and I've got Valentine's in there too. So from Partey, I'm pulling 38 plus 17. So that's $55 from Partey. Boop, boop, there we go. So 20, oh, this would be good. So 20, 40, 50, 5. And now in Partey, we have 100, 20, 40, 50, 65, 75, 76, 77. So 177 remaining in Partey. $177, and give those both a check mark. And then Valentine's, so $26 from Valentine's Day. Oops, there we go. No, 5, 10, 15, 22. Okay. So, all right, I wonder if there's like another holiday I can pop into, or vacation. Do they have a lot of ones? Or just change in general? 20. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna, rather than sitting here and torturing you guys to have me, or to watch me going back and forth and trying to make change, I'm just gonna wait until I actually have change, and we'll go from there. Because nobody wants to sit here and try to watch me math. It's just not cute. Okay. So, whoop. I told you I'm really in need of a bill condensing here. Let's see what we can do in grocery and high priority sinking funds. So we need $89 from grocery. Naturally. Okay. No. Oh, okay. So $11 would be my change there. So 10 and 11. When have you guys ever seen me have grocery money left in recent months? 20, 30, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm likely going to steal those ones for the $1 savings challenge. But for now, groceries has $33 left in it. 33. And then, ooh, medical. Medical, we need 55. Ooh, bet you there's ones. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no way. Oh, what a pain in my tuchus. 20, 40. Oh, I don't even have a 10. 20, 40. 55. So remaining in medical, I have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 65, 66, 67, 68, and 69. So 269 remaining in medical. 269, but let me see if I can make some change. Oh, we all know I have ones back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll grab a 5. There. Now I at least have a little bit of change over here to play with. And let me make sure that we are done in high priority. Oh, I had 2 grocery purchases. So it was actually 89. I need to grab 14 more out of grocery. So, oh man, about to lose all my change. 5 and 6. So actually now in grocery I have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 remaining in grocery. Whoops. Let me update that. 19, and I'm gonna cross cross off that grocery purchase as well. So now it looks like we'll just pop into low priority sinking funds because my expenses are in there and my expenses are plenty. So we've got 50, although that's like, this one's an investment. I hate to call that an expense. 149 and 10. So 209. So that will help us with our change because I'm certain I have it. So 152. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And a 5. Perfect. So now in my spending, I have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 40, 55, 60. So 260 left in my spending. So 260, put a check mark there, a line through that, and a check mark there, a line through that, and a check mark there. And so now I think we can go grab our shipping supplies money. Oh, we crossed that one off too. Our shipping supplies and our Valentine's money. So let's go back into holiday, which is right here, and grab the $26 from Valentine's Day. Oh, that's right. I needed to make change. I think it's, what is that, 24? So 50 minus 26. Yeah, 24. So put that 50 there. 20. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And remaining in Valentine's Day, we have 25, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 46 remaining in Valentine's Day. Whoops. 46, put a check mark, and then a shipping supplies, which is in my business binder, which is off to the side. So, ooh, that's close enough. All right, let me grab my business binder and then get the $8 from shipping supplies. I did need to make change here too. Yeah, what about my, okay, so I need $12. 10, 11, and 12. And now in shipping supplies, we have 150, 65, 50, whoop, what did I say? 150, 65, 66, 67, 68. So $168 remaining in shipping supplies. Oh, wrong pen. 168. Cross that off. All right, so now we need to just make sure that we have $472 sitting over here. So let's hope for the best. 100, 200, 50, 300, 50, 70, 90, 410, 430, 55, 65, 70, 1 and 2. So $472. So we did it. Somewhat convoluted, but we landed where we needed to land in the end. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's weekly check-in, today's video. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are doing. Oh, excuse me, doing this weekend. We have an errands weekend. I know the Super Bowl is this Sunday, but I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't find the Super Bowl as entertaining as I used to when I was a kid, but I won't be watching it. I'll just put that out there now. But, you know, go you if your team is in it. Hope they win and all that. But if you're not watching the Super Bowl, let me know what you're doing. I think I mentioned we do have an errands weekend, and we are going to start putting together some of the furniture, maybe, or start getting our office ready to be redone. So that's exciting stuff. But that's really it for us too. So anyways, I hope that you guys have a lovely weekend, and I will be back with you on Monday for the second cash stuffing of February, which is fun stuff. And I look forward to seeing you guys then. So have a great rest of your Friday and a lovely weekend. Bye, everyone.